Welcome back. Scheme it up. Starting to notice that I'm probably a much better schemer than a player. So, got some more content for you guys. For those people that like to spam cover four drop on you. This is it. I mean, you're always gonna come across those players that that's what they stay in all game. So I found a few plays in the spread playbook that could possibly bomb those. You do need to have I guess a speedy receiver. I would say at least 94, 95 and above. You could probably get away with a little bit slower, but you probably want to have a little bit more speed. So let's get into it. So the first play is going to come up out of trade open offset, which I love this formation, but one of my one play touchdown just doesn't seem to work anymore. Keeps getting picked off, so I'm going to stop running that play. All right, so I like that PA read, but the play I'm looking at is this FL dig. So that streak there, man, it's one of those plays. I think it kind of gets open against a lot of different coverages, but let's check it out. So we're going to jump into what most people like to do, cover four drop contain. Either they're running out of 3-4 odd, or they're running out of 1-4-5, all that good stuff. 1-4-6, I mean. So and you got $1. So we're gonna run it out $1. So that's safety back there. What we're trying to do is get that the free safety to come down. So what we need to do is we need to put our square on a smart routed in. Then we need to put R on a streak. Also gonna put circle on a streak. I'll put him on I'll put circle on the fade. So what that does is going to pull that strong safety. He's got to stay deep enough to take care of both of those deep routes. And this streak kind of goes in just a little bit, so it kind of gets over that free safety over there. So let's check it out. So you want to wait for him to clear, pass lead it to the left, and you got yourself a one play touchdown. If you and that's just with Rager. Rager is 94 speed, so if you got receivers faster, some receivers you got 97, 96, you'll be even more money. So let's look at that again. So all we're doing is we're going to smart route square, and it's on a square in. We're going to streak R, and we're going to fade circle. So this play does require a little bit of time. You may need to block the running back sometimes, but I like to leave them out just to have a little check down, just in case they do switch it up and don't run cover four drop. So let's check it out again. Pass leads that to the left, and you got a nice big gain. Now, the user may be able to click on and get to that. I'm not sure. I haven't really tested it in the actual game. I tried to do so earlier with my boy Carlos, but he didn't run cover four drop when I wanted him to, so it didn't quite work out. And I played with the Steelers, dude didn't have a 94 speed receiver, so it definitely didn't work out well for me. So I think this play is a good play to pull out if you just know they're running cover four drop. But this play also can work against cover three if you got a fast enough receiver. Let's check it out against cover three.
Here we go. 120! 357.
Now with this, you don't really need this square in. I'm just doing it because I like to keep most things the same, because you may not know what they're in. Because he's giving you the look like he's still in cover four, so you still may not know what is in. So I try to keep everything the same. And I don't have enough time. Those block sheds in practice mode are a beast. Even though my line has been heavily invested in. This is my franchise mode. They still just get those glitchy sheds in practice mode. It's ridiculous. But you may be playing somebody that knows how to blitz, so I guess you got to get rid of the ball. You got to really be paying attention, and my pocket presence is garbage. All right, so I'm going to leave the running back in the box so I can try to get this pass off. Sheesh.
Sunday! What's your son?
And see, even against cover three, if you got the time, it could possibly get open. I wouldn't recommend running this if you know they're in cover three. There's lots of other cover three bombs you probably could go to, but this is one of the best ones I've found to be cover four drop. And let's look at one other play that I like to be cover four drop. There's a couple plays, but I rarely run pistol, but man, this play I think does a good job. It's a play action play, so if you kind of establish the run game, this PA deep cross also does a good job against cover four drop. This one they'd probably be in 3-4 odd. I don't have it in this defense. Okay, so we'll come back to this. So all we're going to do on this one is, I think we can pretty much just leave this the same. Lots of play action. And we'll pass leading it up. Now, I do have some very speedy free safeties there, 92 and above. But I still should be able to get that out there. So let me try smart routing square. Let's try that again. So yeah, I think it works out a little bit better when you smart route it. This one doesn't get quite as much separation. I think if I had more time, or maybe if I roll out to the right, it'll probably come out a little bit better. But you've also got square on this. I mean, not square. You've got the tight end on this play too. It's a pretty good route. If you wait till he gets to the sideline. So it's just a good play. If you've established a run game, you will start running some play action. Now I've noticed that play action does make a difference in pass coverage, so I usually go to it. And you can also hit that end sometimes. It's a dangerous pass, but if you pass like me, it's probably not a good idea. But some of you guys got some dots. So smart route square, and I would also change that tight end's blocking assignment. He comes across, but I would leave him on that side for extra blocking. I'm going to try to lock this one a little bit. So again, if I had a faster receiver there, it probably works out a little bit better, like Ruggs. If you saw in the last game I played when I had the Raiders, I ran this play and it worked out beautifully. So this play is a good play if you know they're spamming cover 4 drop. Posts are one of the best things to kind of to combat that, but again, you got to have time to throw the ball. So if you don't have a great O-line, or if you know he's sending crazy heat, which usually these guys they play this way, they probably don't send a lot of blitzes. They'll run cover 4 drop all day long. So this is just for those guys that just stay in cover 4 drop, and you just want to make them pay, because a lot of times they're playing super aggressive underneath. They think they're safe over the top, and you can make them pay the price, like so. And he's not one of the fastest receivers on this game. So find you a speedy receiver, get you a Ruggs, Tyreek Hill if you're one of those Chiefs guys. I've never played with the Chiefs and have no desire to. So. But yeah, guys, this is just a couple ways to beat cover 4. I've got a few more plays. I don't know how long I want to make this video, but I can go over some more because I've been really trying to figure out how to beat cover 4 drop. Now, it's just some off-target passing. Hopefully you guys are better passers than me. A lot of you guys are better users than me, so that's cool. This should work out. But this is why it's scheme it up and not user it up. All right. That was lame. Okay, let's see. I got one more play for you for cover 4 drop. I like this PA deep outs. I just like this play for real in general, even though it gets me in a lot of trouble. Because I want to get into the habit of throwing out routes. I really want to stretch the defense horizontally, but those routes can get jumped if you don't read it correctly. But this post on here is also a pretty good route. So I use it with smart route X, so it kind of holds that strong safety a little bit. I usually also smart route circle and square. It doesn't have anything to do with the post, but the cornerback can jump it. So I need to get a microphone stand. I need to invest in a lot of stuff, guys. I'm holding the mic and trying to play at the same time. But anyway, that's besides the point. All right, so let's get to the post. We really want to get to the real deal. So you got the play action. You can kind of come out of it a little early. See how the safety comes down? You can kind of give it over the top. Now, that is a fast safety, but you can see how he came down. What you really want is for him to come down. And if you had even a better route runner right here, he's probably going to get more separation. I got Rager, which is a rookie. He's not rated that high. So just to show you, it'll probably work with most receivers. So again, we're going to smart route X. And we're going to be patient and let that safety come down a little bit. And we're going to step up and really low and get hit and throw out a sack and throw an interception. Kind of how it happens in most of my games. But, yeah. Let's try the smart route triangle, too. Sometimes it makes him run a sharper route to get behind that safety. But the safety plays pretty well that time. And another thing you can do is, if you really want to get that safety, is I'll put circle on a smart routed in, and then I'll just drag X just to kind of have a check down. So that's going to get that safety to bite. And man, he's not biting enough, is it? So this one is probably better to roll out on. It does work. Again, if you have a top flight receiver right there, it probably works better. Even Devontae Adams, I've seen that it works pretty well with him because he runs pretty good routes. Rager, not so much. But let's try this again.
What's this on?
But that out route holds the corner, then that pulls the safety down. Yeah, the tight end does a pretty good job of holding the safety down. Safety down, it's just I didn't get it out there good enough.
Here we go, here we go. 120!
I think it works better if you don't smart route this post. That safety is just all over that, but see, he's still kind of getting behind him. So that's not the best one. So the first option is probably the best. The first play we went over, this one kind of works, but not so much. This is a great, now this is definitely a great cover 2 beater. So you really got to try to get it out there if you're going to throw this pass. And a lot of times you can even, if they got a slow free safety, you can kind of pass lead that up and get behind both of them that way. That's only if they got a slow free safety. If he's pretty fast too, you're probably in a little bit of trouble because the user can probably get to that for sure. But yeah, man, these are just a few ways that I'm trying to figure out how to bomb cover 4 drop. My passing accuracy is just awful. You probably want to have a better quarterback than Carson Wentz. But hey, man, we're trying to make it work here, people. That one I should have probably passed lead it up. I passed that to the right. Didn't really work out so well. So this was one I was just starting to work on. I completed with that first option. He got jammed that time, so that really messed up his route. I'm trying to figure out a way to stop him from getting jammed. I think when I smart route, he doesn't really get jammed as much. Oh, still got jammed. Now rolling out is probably one of the better ways. I definitely don't have escape artist on him, so yeah, or throw on the run for that matter. So also you probably want to let the play action go all the way through, and that's what kind of stops him from getting bumped. But it still didn't, I didn't smart route X, that's what I forgot to do. So let the play action go all the way through on this one. So that stops him from getting jammed. Then you got a much better chance of throwing over the top. Now this is just a really fast, I got really fast safeties, so yeah, keep that in mind. You got fast safeties back there, you probably want to be careful with this.
What's this on?
All right, well, you guys play around in the lab with this. Let me know what you think. I think if I just had a little better accuracy with the pass, he's open. I just got to get it there a little bit better. There we go. Pass lead it up. So let's just pass lead it up. Don't pass lead it to the right. Pass lead it up and probably get there a lot better. And yeah, depends on the quality of your quarterback also. All right, fellas, comment if you got some more plays to beat cover 4 drop. I've been looking like crazy because I've been seeing a lot of cover 4 drop, man, and it's just getting annoying. If you need to take a deep shot, you know, it's one of those times in the game. Definitely don't recommend just taking deep shots all the time unless you just like that. So yeah, pass leading up is probably going to work out a little bit better for you because that safety is just making a nice play on that. But let me know what you think in the comments, people. Appreciate y'all watching the content, even though you've been watching me take a lot of L's lately. It is what it is, man. I'm going to keep working, keep trying to get better. Appreciate y'all. Scheme it up. Hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video. Just hit the like, man. It takes 1 second, half a second.